Welcome to the Ryder and Lisa podcast.
Unfiltered laughs, honest conversations, and everything in between.
This is your backstage pass to the best moments from Ryder and Lisa.
On demand.
Powered by Always Plumbing and Heating.
For those of you that are big fans of TV series, and like I'm talking ones that you had to wait through commercials to see more of, the good old days. Hulu has approved a Prison Break reboot.
Oh, wow.
For full series production.
Wasn't that not supposed to go past one season, but people loved it so much because the main character was hot?
Yeah.
So they just kept writing. Did it get bad?
You know what? People say that it was a pretty good 5-season show.
Okay.
You could tell that they were supposed to break out of the prison, though, at the end of season 1, and then they realized if they did that, they wouldn't have a show.
Right.
So
They kept him in.
I think they just put him back in prison. Anyway, this sounds like it's going to be interesting. It's going to be all new cast members. Emily Browning is going to be the lead ex-soldier turned correction officer.
Emily Browning.
Who takes a job at one of the deadliest prisons in America to prove how far she'll go for someone she loves.
Oh, she was in Sucker Punch.
Yeah, should be interesting. What's a show that you would like to have a full reboot on?
Here's the problem is I want to suggest shows, but with how bad my memory is and how I don't remember how the season finale went.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to think, like if their kids grew up, but then I'm like, wait, who had kids? I don't even remember what happened at the end of Friends. Did Rachel have Joey's kid? What happened? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Was it Ross's? No, it was Joey's.
Monica and Ross had a baby.
No, they're brother and sister.
Yeah, that's why the show was done.
Give us another Seinfeld. They're all still alive.
I think there's certain
It was a bad ending.
that are so iconic,
Yeah,
though.
but the ending was bad. They were all in jail. It was stupid.
I feel like Jerry did it right there. Left on a high note as far as popularity goes and just has not sniffed at the idea of doing something else.
Haven't you ever seen those Seinfeld plot ideas in 2025? And it's like an episode where George gets TikTok. It's
Right.
an episode where Elaine gets ghosted. That would be really funny to see their
For sure.
opinion about stuff.
And there's no doubt it would be great with those minds all working on it. But I just think that there's some shows that, and I feel the same with movies when they start coming out with sequels to certain things that
They don't need them.
well,
What if,
they're just so perfect.
Kramer gets into crypto.
Yeah, I can
know?
see all of those things being great episodes.
George gets into online sports gambling. Becomes a problem.
That would. Did you hear about the story of the 5-year-old on the cruise ship?
No. What happened? Did they jump?
A mom happened.
Uh-oh.
5-year-old girl fell from the Disney Dream Cruise. And it's because her mom got her to climb on and sit on the railing for a picture.
Anything for the gram.
Lost balance, fell backwards approximately 49 feet into the ocean. That's 5 stories. That is a significant fall.
I can't even jump into a pool from ground level without the water hurting me.
Yeah, I've actually seen you complain about that before.
Belly flop.
Ow,
It hurts.
what?
Oh, my skin's red.
Why would people do this?
She okay?
Yeah, she survived.
Wow.
Her dad jumped in less than a minute after she had fallen in. So I don't know if he was around. If he was, he wouldn't have let that picture be taken, I assume.
He definitely was like at the bar getting a pina colada.
Yeah. And then heard the scream, and then his wife, who made the kid sit on the bar, was probably like, jump in and get her.
Drama.
Anyway, I just had it with this lady because there's more to the story. Are you ready? She complained that she felt like there should be coverings on the windows and cited that Disney is responsible for what occurred. No, they're not. You are for asking your kid to sit on something on the side of a cruise ship that doesn't have covering.
This is why we can't judge parents that put their kid on a leash in Disneyland. You have to be on top of your kid's safety. Mm-hmm. Leash them. Can I say that?
Yeah, I think you can. What a night the Toronto Blue Jays managed to squeak one out. It was so tight.
The screenshot of Vladdy Jr. crying,
Yeah.
it's the best.
Yeah, and like the thing about baseball is if you are a fan and you've watched a lot of the games, you commit a significant amount of time. Like it's almost at times a sacrifice to be a fan. When you're talking 160 some games in a season, let's say you only watch a third of them. That's still so many baseball games that you're sitting through.
And you're holding out hope, just wanting them to make it to the World Series, and they finally did it.
Yeah,
First time since 1993.
Maybe something special happens and the guys come together and we get the pitching and we get the hitting at the right times. It was pretty cool watching the game with my kid yesterday, who pretends like she likes sports for the most part, but I can tell she's never really into it. Like when there's an Oiler game on, she'll sit and watch, but she's mainly on her phone.
Yeah, she likes baseball a bit more, though, because she plays.
Yeah. But I've watched baseball games with her before, too, and she does not pay attention.
Right.
She was absolutely dialed in, like locked in.
Good.
Asking questions about it. It was the best. I love being a sports fan in moments like that, where you can actually like share your joy for a team
Totally.
with somebody. And I'm sure a lot of people got that opportunity yesterday because everybody was into it. Even when my daughter's mom came to pick her up, she said her two sons are never paying attention to what's going on the TV.
I feel like they're picking up on the energy of their parents, right? So
And they were dialed in too. So
Yeah.
I'm sure there was people that maybe watched their first baseball game last night. That's how much hype there was around it.
let's make it happen. Friday night.
Bandwagon jumpers. Let's talk about them a little bit as the Blue Jays have made it to the World Series for the first time in 33 years, 32 years.
You were a bandwagon jumper on the Blue Jays, and you were welcomed with open arms.
Yeah.
So let's just start by saying that it's a welcoming community as far as I can see.
Yeah, about 10 years ago, I'd always been a Jays fan, but never really, like, unless they were in playoffs or something. And Grant, who used to do the show with us, massive Jays fan, and I said, man, I'd like to get on board with this team. There's some hype around them. I
Yeah.
like a lot of the players. And the hours were great because they play so many afternoon games in the summer. And I love something to watch other than Let's Make a Deal on TV in the afternoon.
Worst game show of all time.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but so yeah, I just said I'm going full on with you this year. So we went and watched the first game of the year, and then that was it. I was in. But yeah, I had to admit that I wasn't the biggest fan leading in before I was accepted, I think. But he did say at one point, yeah, the more the merrier. Like, why not bring in the joy? And that's truly how I feel about this. If you watched your first baseball game last night and you're into it, awesome. The more the merrier. And why not have something in 2025 that we can be excited together, no matter where you stand politically or what you've said online.
Yeah, it's Canada's team, so let's get behind them.
Especially in this country. Yes, some things to bring us together. Not a bad plan. So I'm all about welcoming people. I do think that the hardcores do have some wiggle room to complain, though. And let me explain. If you've been to every game this year, nobody's done that. There are too many games. If you've been to a lot of games this year in Toronto, maybe you travel to see the team. You're spending your hard-earned money for them. You've got the jerseys. You know what I mean? You go for it. And you can't get a ticket to the World Series because of bandwagon jumpers. People that are just rich and are taking your seat as a diehard. That I can understand is very frustrating.
Right.
Another one is I've heard people complain to me about how they find baseball really boring and kind of chirp the sport when they find out I'm a big fan. and they're on board. I'm seeing them post and talk about.
Oh, like specific people that you remember
Yes.
saying
Yes.
it's boring.
I can never get through a full game.
And they're posting, yeah, the team's making it to the World Series.
As if they've been on board the whole time. Listen, I had to suffer through some boring-ass afternoons the last decade to be a fan of this team. You can't just pretend like you've been here with me. You've been making fun of it.
Well, maybe they've just been watching since they've been on fire, so it's been interesting. I'm okay with it.
You're okay with that?
Yeah.
No, I can't. I can't wait to text them all. As soon as I think of somebody that's ever chirped, if I see them posting, I'm responding. Oh, I thought you didn't like baseball. Yeah, that'll show them.
They probably won't even respond.
Yeah, probably not. I will say, if you are getting on board right now, there are 2 different routes you can go.
This is good because we're getting a bunch of texts into the show. Janet, Crystal, all saying, hey, bandwagon jumper here, getting really into it lately. What's up, Ryder?
So I think option 1 is you just embrace that you're a bandwagon jumper. There's nothing wrong with it.
Totally.
To be new, even if you go out and get yourself some new gear, that's fine. What I would be careful with is if you're pretending like you've been around for a while, which is another route you can take. Be careful, tread lightly getting new gear. You don't want a brand new jersey walking in like you've been here all along. People will smell that out immediately.
So what do? Like roll around in dirt a little bit?
I just wouldn't, unless you're admitting that you're a bandwagon jumper and you're new to this, I wouldn't wear new gear.
I'm team roll around in dirt. Like put the brand new jersey
Okay.
on, rough it up a bit, scuff it up. It's like when you get new sneakers. They can't be too fresh.
Fresh sneakers are pretty sweet.
Okay, well, what do I know?
So that's what I would say. And like, if you're going to pretend, you need to pronounce the players' names right.
Ooh.
Do some work. If you've pretending you've been here all along, you need to do some work. Find out how they lost the last few years so that you can be like, yeah, I'll never get over 2016, man. You know?
Yeah, have some one-liners. If you need help, text in. Ryder can send you a bunch.
Sure. Yeah, even water cooler chat. This isn't just for when you're watching the game. This is for walking around talking to a coworker that you know is a fan. You need to...
You have to know something. I got a line.
Okay.
Bieber's jawline, though, am I right?
No, you can't just talk about how sexy the players are. That's...
Well, he is.
Well, I know you think all the players are sexy.
Well, not all of them.
Well, you and your friends spent
like-
about an hour last night sending each other sexy pictures of Blue Jays.
You
Not
have
the
to
birds,
admit,
not the birds.
Ernie is Ryan Gosling 2.0. I think we can all
Yeah,
agree.
Ernie's low-key hot.
He's so hot.
I've known it all along.
So you also have to know that. The top 3 players that you want to marry.
Who you have a crush on,
We've
okay?
got Ernie. We've got Bieber. I just combined their names. We've got Ernie. We've
Nathan
got Bieber.
Lucas is a good-looking man.
Can I say you savage or is he too young? I feel like after 21, it's okay to say it.
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
He's up there.
They'd all think you're a cougar. Like you're...
Stop.
What? You are to them. And I don't know if it's your age or the fact that you're wearing leopard print and smoking inside.
I'm not doing either of those things. Go Jays. I was paying for something the other day at a store and they had a bowl of mini chocolate bars.
Like free ones?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And they were the good ones.
How many did you have?
None.
Get out of here.
I have yet to have a mini chocolate bar and it's October 21st. That's a record.
Whoa.
I know.
I guess all you needed to do was get engaged and have a wedding looming to get off the chocolate. I don't know if wording it with wedding looming is...
Looming, yeah. What a way to word that. No, I have yet to have one. I'm resisting.
I have resisted buying them because I make the same mistake every year as almost everybody I know makes. You get a few boxes thinking, oh, this is a decent deal. I won't eat them.
Yeah.
And then you just can't.
You just dummy the whole thing. And you think you can just have one. You're like, they're mini. Like, whatever.
Right.
Then next thing you know, you black out. You wake up, you're covered in empty little wrappers.
Uh-huh.
Can't do this.
Well, and it's crazy how many you can get in you.
When you were a kid and you'd get home and you'd empty your trick-or-treat bag, and you'd be like mad when you'd find things like a wagon wheel. You're like, what is this? Like a box of raisins, a pencil. You're like, this is stupid. What house was this? I'm like, those are smart people. Like, I want to hand out pencils this year.
Just because you don't want to see those chocolates.
Get them out of the house.
Yeah.
So yeah, I totally understand why people were handing out those disgusting, chewy, coffee-tasting candies.
It is crazy to see how small they've gotten now, too, hey?
I think we're just getting bigger.
All right.
Did you hear about the jewelry that was stolen in Paris? The heist?
I did a little bit, that they pretty much walked in and grabbed it and walked out for the most part.
So the entire robbery took 7 minutes total. They used a crane. They went through a window.
So I guess they climbed in rather than walked in.
Kind of, yeah. And they used I'm pretty sure they used like a basket with a string. Like, it was so
old school.
Old school. It was like right out of a movie.
Yeah.
It was like Ocean's 11 stuff happening here.
Do you know how much money, like, the jewelry that they stole would have been worth?
I think a disgusting amount, 60 million.
60?
Yeah.
Don't you feel
Actually,
like...
sorry, that's not true. That's only one item
Oh my
that
God.
they left behind, and people are puzzled as to why. Because the one piece that they left behind was a 140 carat diamond valued at 60 million. Sorry. So that's just one thing that they actually did not take.
Maybe that one would have been too tough to sell.
So
people would have been like, are you sure this is yours?
This is what they did. Apparently, they're like breaking all of it up because it'd be so obvious to try and sell that. There's no way you could get away with it. So they're gonna try and sell like little pieces of the diamonds and stuff. They made off on 2 scooters, but not before they actually dropped 2 items, including a crown that belonged to the Empress to Napoleon III in the 19th century. It was found broken near the scene. And that item alone is worth several tens of millions of euros. It's pretty wild. Yeah, they just kind of rolled in, they took it and they left. And I think that they were just working on better security at this museum.
Whoa.
They were putting millions into it.
Don't you think that if somebody was able to do that, they kind of had it coming? If it was that easy?
If it was that easy, I'm like, keep it. Keep the jewelry.
What can you rent a crane for these days? Probably $5,000 a day. There's probably guys in the crane industry right now that are very upset that my estimation is way off. So if you work in the crane industry, feel free to correct me. But for $5,000, you can make off with hundreds of millions of dollars worth of jewels.
So these crown jewels are so famous that there's just no way you could get away with selling them. So the authorities still haven't cracked down on who took them, but they say they have maybe a week before these jewels will vanish forever because they'll melt the silver and the gold down. Like they'll dismantle the diamonds, try to cut them, and then they'll just disappear forever. So it's this
sad.
Yeah, it's like a race against time.
I mean, it's also just like disgusting wealth that they've taken from. So, but it is sad something that goes back that far can be destroyed.
Well, I want to know the process. Like, I want a movie made out of this. I want the people to finally get caught at some point and then just break down their process of how they did this, because I do think it's exactly like Ocean's 11.
It would be a great documentary when they have like the dark room and the one guy comes and sits down and you're like, that's the robber?
Yeah, and he's got one diamond tooth.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they aren't going to break it down and melt it down. Maybe like one of them just loves looking super fancy, and so they just wear it all. Like, look at me go.
Yeah, like that character from Robin Hood.
Mm-hmm.
He wears the crooked crown.
Exactly.
He likes to wear the diamonds on every finger of his paw.
Kim Kardashian, after she says that she's not into wealthy things anymore, she can send it. She'll be like, check out this outfit. Diamonds, all of it.
Did she say she's not into wealthy things anymore after because she got robbed?
She did, yeah. I remember just a quote of hers being like, you know what, I feel like I'm kind of moving on from super wealthy things. And then the next week, she was in a diamond-covered outfit.
Yeah.
I just saw a meme. I don't know if that's an actual story, but I laughed.
Sounds to me like you're keeping up with the Kardashians.
5 simple words, $1,000. It's Ryder and Lisa's 1K wordplay, powered by A&D Tutoring.
We are joined by Sheila. How are you today?
Sorry?
I just said, how are you today?
I'm fantastic. How are you guys?
Very good.
We're good. We're excited for you to play. Your chance at $1,000, Sheila. Who do you want as your teammate?
I'm going to go with Ryder.
Okay. Goodbye, Ryder.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right, Sheila. I'm going to start that 25-second timer after I say the first word. Best of luck.
Thank you so much, Lisa.
What comes to your mind? I'm going to spell this first word. When I say pour, P-O-U-R, pour.
Drink.
Nail.
Polish.
Bulb.
Light.
Recess.
School.
Talent.
America's. America's Got.
I'm obsessed with this answer. Oh my gosh. Let's get Ryder back to the studio and give you some money. All right, Ryder. Welcome back to the studio.
Thank you.
Let's give Sheila some money.
Okay.
What comes to your mind when I say bulb?
Light.
Yep, $25.
Woo!
Recess.
School.
Yep, 50. I'm going to spell this next word so you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I can't spell.
Pour. P-O-U-R. Pour.
Water.
Oh, drink was the answer. It's okay. It's okay. We're not done yet.
That's okay.
Nail.
Hammer.
Polish was Sheila's word. Okay, can we get to $75? I want you to think outside the box a little bit.
Okay.
Talent.
Talent.
I want to get to 75. Let's make it happen.
Come on, Ryder.
I'll tell you my dumb answer coming up next.
What if it's
After
the right
this.
answer?
No, it's not. It's too.
It might be.
It might be.
I'm going to say agent.
No, it was more obscure, but hilarious.
Backflip.
She said America's,
Oh,
which
yeah.
was
I get it.
iconic. I love it.
So
Okay,
backflip was my silly answer.
yeah, backflip was
'Cause that's a talent.
Way worse.
Every time I see it, I'm like, wow, that person's talented.
All right, what are we rolling with here?
$50.
We got $50, Sheila. Thanks for playing.
Fantastic, guys. Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
Your next chance to play is tomorrow morning at 7:50. Lisa has headed out for the day. She has a migraine that is messing with her big time, so I told her to get out of here. Like I had to say it. But yes, she'll be back tomorrow. I assume she's a tough chickie. We are going back through some of our favorite moments over the last 12, 13 years, 14 years, somewhere in there. And getting some suggestions from you of things that you've really liked to listen to as we head into our last week doing the morning show around here before Jake Ryan takes over and we move to 5 to 8 p.m. And we got a few texts about The Whisperer, which I've decided to just track down and not wait until our last couple days to play this one. Her name is Carol, and she is almost everyone's favorite caller. She's been brought up to me almost as much as some of our games that we play around here. And she calls us from work all the time, and she's not allowed to. So she whispers and gets the giggles every time. This was the first time, I believe, we ever called her because she had sent in a really funny text and we wanted to pick her brain on it a bit more. And that's when we discovered this whisper laughing. And ever since, it's brought a lot of joy to the show. So this is how we met Carol.
Hello?
Hello, Carol.
Hi.
Are you at your desk?
Yes. I freaking love you guys.
We love you too. We were laughing at your text, and it actually helped us to like spark our next topic. And we want to ask our listeners like what you full on admit that you do to get free things, even if you're not purchasing stuff.
You can look at cars all day, man. Like, it's better than Costco, especially the high-end dealerships that have, like, full-on, like, vending machine snacks.
So do you get like a free like they have those machines that make lattes, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, lattes, cappuccinos, espressos. And then some even have popcorn.
Oh, yeah, they always have a popcorn machine.
Yes.
So I used
Are we thinking about the same Lexus dealership?
Probably.
I work, like, across the street. There's a freaking auto corner here. It's got, what the hell's that expensive car? Alfa Romeo. Oh, my God. Alfa Romeo.
I love that you
I
have
love
to
that you're at
whisper.
work. Or do you have people like right beside you at their desks?
No, thank God. I'm close.
What?
Okay, well, thank you for the call. We
We'll
appreciate
let you
it.
get back to work.
I love you guys. Have a good day.
What? Okay, love you. Bye.
So that was the beginning of Carol telling us a story about how she gets free stuff, just going and pretending she's buying a car at car dealerships because their coffee machines are lit. Just came across a really disturbing story. Would you like to hear it? A family in California had a shocking mealtime surprise when their foster kitten, Wendy, added a little of her own spice to the dish, dropping a dead mouse into the pot that was cooking. Tried to find details on what exactly they were cooking. Was it soup? Nope. Hold on a second here. I hate mice. I gotta compose myself before I keep going. Was it chili? Was it stew? I would hope it's something thick. Oh, God. I don't know if I can get through this. I'm starting to feel a little queasy. But yeah, like, you hope it's something thick so it doesn't sink to the bottom. Also, they say that they noticed that Wendy the cat was acting in a mischievous manner. And so they checked the security camera, and that's when they saw it happen. This is before they ate. That's a lie. That's a lie. Nobody does that. Nobody looks at your animal and says, hey, that animal's acting a little funny. Let's check the security tape before we have dinner. No. They're saying that so that the kids probably in the family don't get bullied for being like mouse mouth, you know? Because that would get around the school probably pretty quick if you had the soup, you know? So they lied. Wendy, I get it. It's not your fault, but that is disturbing, right?
That's a wrap on this episode of the Ryder and Lisa podcast.
Thanks for being a part of the Ryder and Lisa community. If you liked hanging out with us, don't forget to subscribe and share the laughs with your friends.
Powered by Always Plumbing and Heating.